What is going on? We're back and we're playing some more Madden 25 online head-to-head. Today we're back, and today it's day 3 of NFL free agency. So let's go over all the recap from what happened in day 3. My record going into this is a 40-29. So let's get it. Our first piece of news is going to come from the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans have signed former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Van Jefferson. So now the Titans receiving core is Calvin Ridley, Treylon Burks, Tyler Boyd, and Van Jefferson, while the Steelers receiving core is DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Roman Wilson, and Mike Williams. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have signed former Pittsburgh Steelers defensive lineman Larry Ogunjobi, and then they also signed former Washington Commanders safety Derek Forrest. Both will be good additions to their defense. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks have signed former New Orleans Saint wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So now the Seahawks receiving room is Jackson Smith-Njigba and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, while the Saints receiving core is Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and Cedric Wilson. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Buffalo Bills made a trade with the Dallas Cowboys. The Bills have sent corner Kaiir Elam to the Dallas Cowboys for some draft picks. So Kaiir Elam gets a fresh start in Dallas. I mean, he's going to get forgotten about in that corner room with Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs, but our next piece of news is going to come from the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders have signed former Chicago Bears defensive lineman Eddie Goldman. I guess he'll be somewhat of a replacement for Jonathan Allen, but not much of a replacement. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers have signed former New York Jets corner Brandon Eccles. He'll be maybe a good number 2 corner next to Darius Slay. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos have signed former Jacksonville Jaguar tight end Evan Ingram. So now the Broncos tight end room is Evan Ingram and Adam Troutman, while the Jags only have Brenton Strange. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys made a trade. The Titans have sent linebacker Kenneth Murray to the Dallas Cowboys. So Cowboys are loading up on defensive players in trades, trading draft picks for defensive players. Jerry Jones strengthening his defense, I guess. I don't know. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts have signed former Cincinnati Bengal running back Khalil Herbert. So now the Colts running back room is Jonathan Taylor and Khalil Herbert, while the Bengals running back room is Zach Moss, Chase Brown, and Samaje Perine. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Tennessee Titans again. They have signed former Detroit Lion offensive lineman Kevin Zeitler to bolster their O-line. They got Dan Moore, now they got Kevin Zeitler. They also have J.C. Latham that they still have, and Peter Skoronski. Our next piece of news is going to come from the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers have signed former Washington Commander corner Benjamin St. Juste. So he's going to come in basically to replace Christian Fulton, who they lost to the Chiefs. And he might be the number 2 guy next to Asante Samuel Jr. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. They have signed former Green Bay Packer running back A.J. Dillon. So now their running back room is Saquon Barkley and A.J. Dillon, while the Packers just have Josh Jacobs. Our next piece of news is going to come from the New York Jets. The New York Jets have signed former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman Josh Myers. So Josh Myers is headed to the Jets. And they also released one of their linebackers, C.J. Mosley, which is kind of significant because C.J. Mosley was a pretty good player for the Jets defense. He was, I would probably say, a top 5 player on their defense, so maybe top 3. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers have signed former Dallas Cowboy running back Rico Dowdle. So now the Cowboys running back room is Javonte Williams and Deuce Vaughn, while the Panthers running back room is Jonathan Brooks, Chuba Hubbard, and Rico Dowdle. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Tennessee Titans again. They have signed former Seattle Seahawks linebacker Draymond Jones. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens have decided to release safety Marcus Williams. Don't understand that one. But I guess they want to get Kyle Hamilton. Well, Kyle Hamilton obviously is the better safety. But Marcus Williams isn't a bad player. He's going to... Honestly, I could see the Chiefs going after a guy like Marcus Williams now, which I hope we do because we really need safety help. Our next piece of news is going to come from the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders have signed former New England Patriot defensive end Deatrich Wise Jr., obviously trying to fill the void that they lost with Jonathan Allen going to the Vikings. Our next piece of news is going to come from the LA Chargers. The LA Chargers are having a reunion. They signed former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver Mike Williams. So now the Chargers receiving room is Quentin Johnston, DJ Chark, Ladd McConkey, and Mike Williams. While the Steelers receiving room is DK Metcalf, George Pickens, and Roman Wilson. And our final piece of news before the big piece is going to come from the San Francisco 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers have signed former New England Patriot and Jacksonville Jaguar quarterback Mac Jones. So now the 49ers get their backup quarterback. Their quarterback room now is Brock Purdy and Mac Jones. The Jaguars quarterback room is Trevor Lawrence, CJ Beathard, and Nick Mullins. And if you guys remember in the 2021 NFL draft, okay, this is the second thing that's happened. The Jets, with the second overall pick, took Zach Wilson when they could have taken Justin Fields, and then they have just signed Justin Fields. The 49ers could have took Mac Jones at number 3 in that draft class as well, but instead they took Trey Lance. So, just to reiterate a point that's already been proven, that Zach Wilson and Trey Lance were definitely not ready for the NFL in that draft class. They should have went back to BYU and North Dakota State to develop more because they literally only got hyped up because of the fucking shortened COVID season. That the 49ers could have originally had Mac Jones and the Jets could have originally had Justin Fields had they drafted them. What, is that 4 years ago now? Jesus, yeah, 4 years ago now. That's just the point that I wanted to get. Alright, so now the reason we are making this video, the team that we're going to be using, is the Dallas Cowboys. So let's get it, baby. Oh my god, and we're facing another Cowboys user. The reason we are using the Cowboys is because the Seattle Seahawks have signed former Dallas Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence. Ooh, that's a big piece. DeMarcus Lawrence is one of the better players, or was one of the better players in the Cowboys defense. I would say he was probably the second best player on the Cowboys defense, behind, obviously, Micah Parsons. And now he is going to Seattle on that rebuilding dumpster fire of a team, and he's probably one of their best defenders now. I would say he's one of the on the Seahawks. He could be the best defensive player on that team. Maybe, I mean, it's either him. Oh, he quit. Okay, well that's a win. It's either him, Devin Witherspoon, or Tariq Woolen. I would say for the Seahawks' best defensive player. A win is a win, I guess. He probably didn't want to play another Cowboys user. I don't blame him, because that shit gets annoying when you have the same team. Anyway, let's run it back. We're going to play DeMarcus Lawrence's last game as a Dallas Cowboy. Because, yeah, this is really the only, like, big thing that happened in the third day of free agency. Because I was trying to decide on who I should use for today's video, and okay, we got the Rams. That's fine, I guess. And yeah, I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence was like the best one. I could have did the Rams with Cooper Kupp because they officially released Cooper Kupp today, but that shit's been well known that Cooper Kupp was going to get released by the Rams. I mean, there was some speculation that they might trade him, but they didn't trade him. They just flat out released him, so they're not going to get anything back for Cooper Kupp, and now he is free to sign wherever he wants. Hoping for Kansas City. I don't think he's going to go to Kansas City, but I'd kind of hope for it. I mean, we need a good third receiver to pair with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Why not bring in a veteran like Cooper Kupp? A lot of people are saying Patriots. But yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence is a Seattle Seahawk now. Speaking of DeMarcus Lawrence, what a fucking hit to start off the game, baby. Cover on all. No way. Come on, Deron Bland. What are you doing? Is that DeMarcus Robinson? The 49ers acquisition? One of two players that they've signed? DeMarcus Robinson and Mac Jones. That's who they've added, the 49ers. And then you guys already know the fucking list of players that they have gotten rid of. Talanoa Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw, Deebo Samuel, Josh Dobbs, Elijah Mitchell, Aaron Banks, Jalen Moore. Nice. Kyle Juszczyk. Cover two men. Nice. Good hit, boys.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Cover 6.
That one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a
Good hit. Overshown. Blitz. Silver shoot. 4th and 5. He's going for it.
Here we go on 4th. Stanford.
Thank you. DeMarvion overshown.
Intercepted. Picked up by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 40.
Beautiful.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber.
Halfback stretch.
Interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod.
Here we go. Rico Dowdle, new Panthers running back. Well, he's probably going to split carries, I would assume, with the other two, Chuba and Brooks.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
Why so?
Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right.
Oh.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses it. It's complete.
Good shit, Jake Ferguson.
He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Haley Cavender's boyfriend. Bench. I thought I could get around him. That would have been sick.
It's a deep shot and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to.
Did they get rid of Zach Martin's fucking ability? I think they did. Didn't he used to be like a superstar dev or some shit? Well, that didn't work. He just retires from the NFL and they're just like, yeah, fuck you, you don't get it anymore. Branch return.
Second and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete.
Good shit, Jake.
Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7.
Levels.
They gave him the completion there, but this is what some defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Yeah, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd.
That's a dot to Jalen Tolbert. Beauty. That's the end of the first quarter.
They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Halfback zone toss.
Dowdle is in.
Rico Dowdle touchdown.
So important in this league to capitalize on the other
Hey,
team's
in his final game as a Cowboy.
turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
7-0.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like
Roughing
we're
the
gonna get a
kicker.
roughing call here on the follow-through.
Boom.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Cover 3 cloud.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Try to shake off up the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Good hit.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if your team has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Cover 6.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off a play action. Here's Stafford.
Come on, man. No way. Cover 3 cloud SDR. Odigazua?
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk
Cover
the clock.
6.
No hurry before you run your second down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. 15 yards there for number 15.
Second and short, that's a run down, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Cover 6.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Brought down at the 20.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cover 3 cloud.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. They'll get this one to Cobb complete.
Okay.
He's going to be knocked hard at the end of that one. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following an interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it.
Cover 6.
For sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back to throw, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once
All right.
again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9.
Call a timeout, bitch.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do here?
play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
6 seconds left. 2nd and 1 on the 2. What are you gonna do here? Cover 1.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Pick that. Oh, overshown. That was right in your hands, man.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense.
Cover 3 hard flat. 2 seconds left. He's going for it.
At a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half.
Thank you. No touchdown for you, buddy. Trayvon Diggs.
Trayvon Diggs. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points. As
Fuck
time
you.
will run out.
7-0 at half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Do I get ball too, don't
We
I?
welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
I do.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Oh, man, I saw the fucking gap open late. Switch wide receiver drag.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout.
Ah, here we go.
Breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they got it 1st and 10. That one down the field for Ferguson.
Oh my God, Ferg.
Incomplete. Took a shot.
Tight end in.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
I didn't see him. Bobby Brown. Middle high low. He's not there anymore. He signed with, I think he signed with Carolina too, didn't he?
Imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find
Good shit. Touchdown, CD Lamb.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown.
I saw you were playing man on CD Lamb, so I'm taking advantage of that.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third
Good play,
quarter.
Dak.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not.
14-0.
Sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh?
The lane opens.
Oh? Okay. Good tackling.
And a good return able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Cover 2 men.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group
Come on.
needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Cover 3 Sky.
He's a small man to spray it over cover. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead.
Nice, good play, Trayvon.
Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Cover 6. Double right.
Throwing a Stafford.
Come on.
That's Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the
Tampa 2.
26. Out of the gun, Stafford. Over the middle, complete to the
Okay.
tight end, Higbee. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup.
Cover
of
3
5 or
Sky.
6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And
Nope.
tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go.
Silver shoot pinch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on, man. That's a touchdown for Kyron Williams.
He's going to take this one for a Williams touchdown. Kyron Williams from 17 yards out, and the Rams have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points in the game.
He's going for
They
2,
come
cover on
in
hole.
this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it.
Nice.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Mm.
comes the kickoff, and it's away. And a nice
Okay.
return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard
PA
line.
slaw cross.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2. Both ended in the end zone. Yeah, right now they just
Not a good throw, Dak.
lean into overconfidence because
Dagger.
every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive
Yeah, here we go.
blow to the defense.
It's incomplete.
Surprised that wasn't picked. Level sale.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, nice catch, Jake. Good shit, Jake. And he quit. Alright. I'll take the W. That'll improve my record to 42 and 29. I got a promotion to Silver 2. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and tell me a nice video. See you guys. Peace.